Love, it's an enchanting and mysterious force, one that weaves itself into the fabric of our hearts, intertwining souls in a way nothing else can. It has the power to awaken dormant emotions, soften hardened hearts, and set fire to desires we never knew we had for centuries. Poets, philosophers, and romantics have tried to capture the essence of this invisible thread that binds people together. But even in our modern, fast-paced world, one truth remains when someone is truly in love. Their actions speak louder than any words ever could. If you've ever found yourself lying awake at night wondering if that special woman in your life feels the same way you do, you're not alone. The uncertainty can eat away at you, making you question every glance, every text, every moment of silence. But love leaves clues, and if you pay attention to the subtle signs, her heart may already be whispering the truth. So in this video, we're going to walk through 5 emotionally powerful signs she is deeply in love with you, and we're not just talking about surface-level flirting. We're diving into the real signals, the kind that reveal deep soul-level connection. Let's begin. Sign number 1, she enjoys being with you. When a woman is deeply in love with you, her joy around you isn't fabricated, it's effortless. Love is a complex emotion that brings immense joy, fulfillment, and deep peace. And when she's with the man she truly loves, her energy shifts. She becomes lighter, warmer, and more present. You may notice it in the little things. How she leans in when you speak, how her smile lingers just a second longer than usual, or how time seems to disappear when you're together. This isn't coincidence. It's chemistry. And more than that, it's comfort. Her enjoyment of your company is not just about what you do together. It's about how you make her feel. Your presence becomes her safe place, her home, her calm. In a chaotic world, she doesn't just tolerate your presence. She seeks it. She chooses to be near you. Not because she has to, but because her heart feels drawn to yours. Whether you're out having dinner or simply sitting in silence, she feels whole when she's with you. In fact, this emotional comfort is a major sign of deep love. She may even rearrange her schedule just to spend a few extra moments with you. These aren't small gestures. They're signs of priority, of intention, of love, and pay close attention. When she encourages your dreams, celebrates your wins, and supports you during your failures, she's not just being kind, she's being loyal, devoted. She is choosing you again and again through the highs and lows. A woman who truly loves you becomes your greatest ally, your personal cheerleader. She doesn't just clap when things go well. She stands beside you when they don't. That kind of support is rare, and it's rooted in something real. Sign number 2, she finds excuses to talk to you when a woman is falling in love. Real, heart-thumping, soul-shaking love. She doesn't always come right out and say it. Instead, she'll find ways to orbit around your world. She'll look for reasons to text, call, or stop by. Even if the excuse is paper thin, maybe she needs help with something you're good at. Maybe she suddenly wants your opinion on a movie or shares a song you might like, or perhaps she brings up a random memory you two share just to relive that moment with you again. On the surface, these interactions might seem casual, even coincidental. But underneath, there's something much deeper going on. You see, when someone is in love, their brain becomes wired toward connection. The dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin released during romantic attraction create a powerful emotional cocktail, one that drives them to seek closeness, reassurance, and emotional intimacy. So if she's initiating conversation without any real need, she's trying to maintain an emotional bridge between you two. It's her way of saying, I want to be in your world. Even if I don't know how to say it out loud, this doesn't mean she'll always talk for hours. Sometimes it's the frequency, not the length, that matters. A simple, "How was your day?" A meme she tags you in, a picture she sends, "Because it reminded me of you." These are all micro moments of emotional reach, little fingerprints of affection she's leaving on your life now. Here's something subtle to notice when she's finding reasons to communicate. She's also studying your reactions. Does your voice light up when you see her name? Do you reply quickly? Do you seem eager to continue the conversation? Why does this matter? Because when a woman is falling in love, every tiny response you give or don't give sends her mind spinning. She wants to feel wanted, needed, welcomed. That's why even flimsy excuses to talk are never really about the excuse. They're about building a bridge toward your heart, one sentence at a time, and if she keeps showing up in your inbox, your notifications, or your path, don't brush it off. It may be her quiet way of saying, I miss you when we don't talk. On sign number 3, she might be a little shy around you. Here's something most men overlook. A woman's shyness around you isn't always about her personality. Sometimes it's about her heart trying to protect itself when a woman is deeply in love. Something changes inside her. Suddenly the girl who's outgoing with everyone else starts stumbling over her words. The one who usually makes eye contact starts glancing away. The one who's usually composed fidgets with her hair, her phone, or her sleeves when she's near you. Why? Because love makes people feel vulnerable. It exposes a part of them they don't show the world, and with that exposure comes fear. Fear of saying the wrong thing, of being misunderstood, of not being enough. So shyness isn't weakness, it's emotional depth. Trying not to fall too fast, you may notice that her voice softens around you. She hesitates before speaking, as if carefully choosing her words. She might even blush when you compliment her, not because she doubts your words, but because she's overwhelmed by how much they mean coming from you. This type of shyness often comes with a heightened awareness. She's aware of your presence, your energy, your gaze, and that awareness creates an internal storm. Butterflies, anxiety, joy, all swirling together inside her. You might even notice that in group settings, she's more reserved with you than with others. She's not trying to be distant, she's trying to process how she feels without revealing too much. Because here's the truth. Most men don't realize when a woman falls in love. She doesn't always chase. Sometimes she pulls back to see if you'll come closer, and underlying all of it, the hesitations, the nervous laughter, the little silences is one very human fear: rejection. She might worry that if she opens up completely, if she shows her full heart, she'll be met with indifference or judgment. So instead, she lets her shyness speak for her, because even though the words are hard to say, her body language often tells the whole story, and if you look closely, you'll see it: the way her eyes light up when you enter a room, the way she listens just a little more intently to what you say, the way she sticks around even when she's quiet. That's not distance, that's love quietly hoping to be seen. Sign number 4, she's acting slightly childish around you. This one might surprise you, but when a woman is deeply in love, something fascinating can happen. She might start acting a little childish, and no, not in an immature or annoying way, in a playful, spontaneous, joyful kind of way. Like her inner child has been reawakened in your presence. You see love. True, vulnerable heart. Wide open love has a unique ability to disarm us. It strips away the layers we've built up to survive adulthood. The seriousness, the guardedness, the put-together persona. And underneath it all is a soul that just wants to be seen, to be silly, to be safe, when a woman feels emotionally secure and connected to a man she loves. She often begins to show him a side of herself. She hides from the rest of the world. That playful side. The goofy side. The side that dances in the kitchen to her favorite song or makes funny faces just to make you laugh. Maybe she teases you with a mischievous grin. Maybe she starts using baby voices or play fighting you in the most ridiculous way. Maybe she gets jealous in a way that's more cute than serious, like, "Who's that girl liking all your pictures?" What's happening here isn't immaturity, it's emotional openness. It's her way of saying, "I trust you enough to let down my guard." Because in a world that constantly tells adults to be composed and efficient, allowing yourself to be silly is a form of freedom, and trust is what gives birth to that freedom. It's also a way for her to connect on a deeper, more instinctive level. Because love isn't just about serious conversations and intense eye contact. It's about shared laughter inside jokes, moments that make you forget the rest of the world even exists. This childlike behavior is her heart saying, "I feel safe with you. I don't have to perform here. I can be real, raw, ridiculous, and still feel loved." That's powerful and it's rare. So if she's playfully poking at you, giggling uncontrollably, or making silly faces, she's not just being cute. She's letting you into the sacred, unfiltered part of her soul, the part that says, "With you, I can just be me." Sign number 5, she's very nice to you. At first glance, being nice might seem too ordinary to be a sign of deep love, but real kindness, the kind that comes from the soul, is never ordinary. It's intentional, personal, and deeply revealing. When a woman is truly in love, her kindness toward you becomes more than just good manners. It transforms into devotion. She doesn't just do nice things. She becomes thoughtful in a way that centers around you. She remembers the details, the way you take your coffee, the song that lifts your mood, the story from your childhood. You thought she forgot. She asks how your day was and actually listens to the answer. She comforts you when you're low, not because she has to, but because she wants to. Your pain becomes her pain. Your joy becomes her joy. That's love, because love is generous, not just with gifts, but with presence, energy, and care. She'll go out of her way to make your life easier. Maybe she picks something up from the store without you asking. Maybe she surprises you with your favorite snack after a long day. Maybe she sends you a message out of the blue that simply says, "I'm proud of you." These small gestures might seem subtle, even easy to miss, but they are powerful signs of emotional investment. They show that you live not just in her thoughts, but in her heart. And when life gets difficult, as it always does, watch how she responds. A woman who is deeply in love will offer empathy before judgment, patience before criticism, support. Instead of pressure, she might hold your hand in silence when there's nothing to say. She might give you space when you need to think and presence when you feel alone. That's not just kindness, that's emotional maturity, born from love. True love expresses itself through compassion. It says you matter, not just on your good days, but on your worst days too. So if she's kind to you in the little ways and consistent in her care, don't take that for granted, because kindness, when it comes from love, is sacred. Bonus sign. Mr. 1, she tries to improve herself around you when a woman is deeply in love. One of the most overlooked but powerful signs is this: she starts becoming a better version of herself because of you. You might notice her taking more care in how she looks when she knows she'll see you. Not for vanity, but for value. She values your presence enough to put effort into how she shows up. She may become more conscious of her habits, more motivated in her goals, or even more emotionally available. Why? Because love, when it's real, inspires growth. She doesn't try to change for you out of pressure. She tries to grow with you out of desire. There's a difference. This isn't about people-pleasing or losing herself. In fact, it's the opposite. Love gives her the safety to evolve, and your presence in her life becomes the mirror she uses to reflect on who she wants to be. Not out of insecurity, but because she sees you as someone worth rising toward. She might say things like, "I want to be the best version of myself for us." Or she might not say it at all, but you'll feel it in the little things: how she listens more, how she opens up more, how she becomes more consistent, more giving, more real. That kind of inner shift, that's not casual interest, that's deep soul-level affection. Bonus sign mark 2. She talks about the future and you're in it. Here's a sign many men don't catch, but it speaks volumes. She starts imagining a future with you in the picture. She might bring it up subtly, like, "Someday I want to visit Italy, would you ever go with me?" Or, "When I get that new apartment, I'll finally have space for someone to stay over." Pay attention to this, because women don't plan emotionally with men. They see as temporary when she envisions life. Milestones, vacations, career goals, even next year's holidays. And your name keeps slipping into those dreams. That's not a coincidence. That's her heart writing a future script with you in it. Even something as simple as, "We'd make great parents," or "If we lived together, I'd cook for you every day," is a quiet expression of her emotional investment. Women often express commitment not through declarations, but through imagination. And if you're showing up in her imagined tomorrows, she's already decided you matter today. If you've seen even one of these signs in her, don't ignore it. These aren't just behaviors. They're signals from the heart and love. When it's real, doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers in the way she smiles at you, stays by your side, or texts you just to say goodnight. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you reflect or gave you clarity, please leave a like, drop a comment below, sharing your experience, and subscribe for more emotionally honest relationship insights. Because here we don't just talk about love, we understand it.